Alright, so to kickstart this thing off, I'm going to talk about how reviews can boost a business or boot a business. For example, if you're hungry in an area where you're not familiar with, 9 times out of 10, you're going to hop on Google to see what surrounds you. If that place has at least 3 stars and it's close to you, you might consider it. But if a place has, let's say, 4.5 stars, they just a little further down the road, you probably gonna go there instead because things like that really make a difference in your ratings and your reviews and how you respond to things like that. So, for instance, example like I just spoke on, that's one thing. Alright, so a little bit on our company's background. We started culinary consulting in 2021 to help restaurants while they were opening back up from the pandemic. We focus on family style restaurants and we are based out of Atlanta actually. Our company slogan is building a better dining experience one step at a time. So, because we like to take our time with new companies to see exactly what they need to do and what they improve on, what they had bad going on in the past. So we're primarily focusing on businesses who went under during the pandemic, not knowing where to recover their businesses for the future. The things we discuss with our clients benefits their business because they usually have no place to turn. So we put them in the right direction, put them on the right track so that they can be successful in what they do. Alright, so my name is Tyron. My role within the business is to find businesses that are struggling to open up from the pandemic. This I personally recognize the communication the restaurants have with their customers being in person or from their social media engagements with their audiences to see how they interact with the people who are coming to their establishment. This is important because it shows appreciation and value into the customer's time because if you have great service, you're going to have repeat customers. For example, Chick-fil-A. Anyway, so it's important to the audience because engagement with your customers is very valued, giving them good service, leading them to return on a consistent basis. The restaurants I reviewed was Mr. PJ's Buffalo Wings. In fact, I had them the other day. So it's a family bar type of place. They've been in business for at least 7 years. That's how far the reviews date back to on numerous websites. They serve wings, Philly cheese steaks. That's their main focus, really, being really known for their wings. Of course, PJ's Buffalo Wings. They have a variety of flavors, which is one of their strengths. So they're located in Douglasville, Georgia. Wingstop and JJ. This is a place called Wingstop. Of course, everyone knows Wingstop. And JJ Turkey Wings. Those are a few of their competitors to this restaurant. They're similar to each other because they all sell wings, but the main difference is the pricing between them, the location, and the flavor of the wings, exactly how they taste, which PJ's has an advantage on, but we'll get into that later. So between all three restaurants and the customer service, mainly is the price, the location, and the way that people are served. All right, so the strengths of this restaurant include a variety of food. They have all types of food. They have Philly cheesesteaks, wings. They even have fried rice, chicken fried rice, things like that. So that menu is really all over the place. But one of their main strengths, of course, are the wings because that's what they're known for. Also, their wing flavors. They have numerous flavors. They have honey ranch, honey garlic, honey Cajun, like almost anything honey they have, even spicy honey. It's crazy. It's really, so, and they have the speed of service. The speed of service is really, really good because a lot of times you can just phone in, call them, of course, and have the order ready in the time frame that they told you the order would be ready in. But of course, not every business is perfect and they have their weaknesses. So some of their weaknesses include bad service. So just because the service is really fast doesn't mean it's gonna be good. Cause one of the few reviews I have read where did they have bad service at one point in time. The wings were too small, which for a fact I know that could be true, that the wings are small and they have high price menus. So things having like a combo with wings and fries that don't come with a drink, things like that was what drove a few customers away in the reviews that I have read. It's important to the audience because it matters to know that their strong and weak points are improvements in their business. So they need to know where they're strong at, where they're weak at, so they can work on the strengths and their weaknesses to improve overall and make their business, get the booming. All right, so a few of the weaknesses they had, I also spoke on these other combos, did not include drinks. Sometimes the wings would be overcooked, they're a lot more crispier than you want it. It's like having medium well wings. I know nobody really wants that. The wings were too small, they expected more for how much they paid because another thing people complained about was the prices on the food. Bad service was an issue with them at one point in time, and that's another thing that was wrong with their reviews, and that was the majority of their weaknesses. All right, so as you can see to the left of me, I have the SWOT chart, our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of this company that I have reviewed from my establishment. So you see the strengths that they have, things I spoke of: wing flavor variety, fast service. The weaknesses, high price, small wings, overcooked wings. Opportunities that they have compared to other restaurants such as, Wingstop and JJ's. They have opportunity to combat them with cheaper lunch specials, creating an app, introducing their own flavor special, and with their addition of an app, if they create one, they can have a reward system. Of threats, competing food prices, because JJ's is a lot cheaper than PJ's. Competing food apps, Wingstop has their official app with the rewards. Established competitors, example, Wingstop, established competitor, they're a national brand. Spoke on earlier, the opportunities and threats. A recommendation that I could give this company is to have better specials, cheaper food at certain times, because I know you don't want to lower the price of your company because you want to receive a good profit. So I would say have certain times where it'll be boom a lot cheaper, like a lunch special, like a fire sale, $7 for like 8 wings type of deal. Something like that could truly raise more people to go. They'll try your food because it's a lot cheaper, and I'm like, okay, I can see what this place is about. They heard good things about it, but they heard about the high pricing now, so they would make that decision, jump in and go change that. Things like that. Just that one big thing, I believe, could make that whole place skyrocket. All right, so in conclusion, restaurants need to monitor their reviews, because if they don't, it can give off the wrong impression that they don't want to give off, like they don't really care about their establishment. That can make the difference between new customers coming into their place or not. To make their case stronger against competition is to just simply have special lunch hour deals, something small, but it could be very big if it's done correctly with perfect, with right marketing and things like that. So I've had a great pleasure in going over this company's place and seeing what we can do to improve their establishment. To get into contact with our consulting company, you can email us at culinaryconsultant2021@gmail.com, or call our phone number at 470-597-2261, or visit our website at culinaryconsulting.org. So, and a special announcement: we have a giveaway consisting of a shirt with our company logo on the front and our slogan on the back. So you can reach out to us at any time. Thank you for seeing what our company does and how we consult and what we're about. So without further ado, I just want to thank you once again for viewing this, and without anything else, goodbye.